Şerif Buffalo ekranlarına hoş geldiniz. NOIRE kaldığı yerden devam ediyor. Önceki bölümde aldatma vakasıyla karşılaştık. Phelps gerçekteki Mary'i yani karısını aldatmış oldu. Kiminle aldattı? Elsa Lanchman adında bir kadınla aldattı. Yani Mavi Oda adı altında canlı müzik yerine gittiğimizde orada Elsa Lanchman adında bir kadın vardı. Onu sorguya çekmiştik. Sorgudan sonra Phelps onun yanında kaldı. Roy da tabi bizi takip etti. Orada işler koptu. Roy da gidiyor. Daha sonra departmana, üst makamlara gidiyor. Bizi ispiyonluyor. Bizim de artık burada yani ahlak masasında son demlerimiz yaşanıyor. Ve bundan sonra da rozetimizi, silahımızı geri bırakmak zorunda kaldık. İşten atıldık. Aynı zamanda eve gittik. Basında çıkan aldatma haberlerinden dolayı Mary'nin de kulağına gitmiş. Mary de bizi sokağa attı. Artık tek başımıza takılmak zorundayız. Tek başımızdayız. Ve kaldığımız yerden hikayemiz devam ediyor. Kundakçılık masasındayız. Ve davamız Kundakçı. Bakalım şimdi ne gibi hikaye bizi bekliyor. Gaz adam. Ne yapıyor bu? Sensör koydu. Elektrik faturasını daha fazla versin diye mi acaba? Ya da kaçak bir iş mi yapıyor? Elektrik faturasının daha fazla gelmesi için belki de yapıldı, bilmiyorum da. Değişik. Bakacağız. Davamızı inceleyelim. Yeni partnerimiz kim acaba?
Keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps?
Alman sürtüğü diyor.
Phelps is up before a review board in December.
Elsa Lanchman'ı
Works the
söylüyorlar.
arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my
Davalar
detail,
bizden
I'll
sorulur.
have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps.
Can it, Tilden?
Tilden.
Phelps,
Kes sesini.
I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
Herschel.
I don't do partners. You know that,
Yeni
Cap.
partnerimiz.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases
Herschel.
like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Gidiyoruz
I'm
artık.
just praying the prince come through so I can nail the son of a bitch.
Yangın varmış. Birisi... bir dakika. Binamız da değişti aynı zamanda herhalde. Evet. Farklı bir binadayız. Şimdi yangın yerine gideceğiz. Labirent gibi burası. Nereden çıkacağız? Evet. Neredeyiz? Farklı bir binadayız. Evet. Başka bir binadayız. Aracımız nerede bizim? Oo, bize tahsis edilen araç bu demek ki. Şimdi gidelim. Ama sen kullan. Ben istemiyorum kullanmayı.
You know the way. You can drive.
Şimdi yangın yerine gideceğiz. Nereye gidelim ilk başta? Sawyer'a gidelim. Stephen, ev yangını yerine gidelim bence. Aynen. Buraya gidelim. Hadi bakalım. Stephens ev yangını. Saat 9:02. Ve yangın yerine geldik. Kül olmuş. Her yer kül olmuş.
There isn't much left. There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance.
Sigortaları
Everything they
yok.
own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble
Where are they sleeping?
in the car.
Her şeyini
Look at the
kaybetmişler.
whole block that it burned down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Şimdi inceleyeceğiz. Bakalım etrafa. Daha sonra inceleyelim.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Bakımını Ray'in yaptığı ısıtıcı. Franklin Manning. Ray. Isıtıcıyı Ray yapmış. Müzikler çalmaya başladı. Burada bir şeyler var mı diye bakıyorum da. Her yeri araştırmam lazım. Yani bu pencere pek iş görmez. Yanan bir kitap.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Tamam, buna baktık.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Aa, bir ayakkabı.
Doesn't look like
İş görmez.
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Adam üzgün be. Adam perişan olmuş.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Seyahat acentası. Aynı zamanda çekiliş bileti. Biri bunlara evi satmış herhalde. Sonradan bir şey mi olmuş acaba? Seyahat yarışmasıyla ilgili
Can you
bir
tell me any more about the
soru
prize
soracağız.
that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Doğrudur. Adam zaten üzgün.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Banlıyor kalkındırma ile ilgili
The redevelopment fund.
soracağız.
Did they offer to buy you out?
Teklifle ilgili.
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Pazarlık yapmadığı için Belki de bunların evini yakmış olabilirler. Yani bir komplo olabilir. Bana pek inandırıcı gelmedi ama bu soru. Bunun cevabı. Buna şüpheli yaklaşacağım.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the
Herkes sattı
holdout.
ama bu satmadı. Yani bana da anormal geldi.
I thought I could hold out for a better price.
Daha iyi teklif. Bekle
My
bekle.
house is the
Gelir.
center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
Onu teklifi
That's
kabul
all we need
etmediğin
for the
zaman
moment, Mr.
düşünecektin.
Stephens.
Bay Stephens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for
Tazminat
some kind
arıyor.
of atonement right now.
Çok bekler. Şimdi telefona gidip banliyö kalkındırma yeriyle ilgili bilgi alacağız. Ve şirketin reklamı.
He's the cop that arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie people went to jail. They think they're untouchable.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Yerini de saptadık. Banliyö kalkındırma yerine gideceğiz şimdi. Elsie'nin arazileri geliştirme projesi. Saat 9:19.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Şimdi buraya boşuna mı geldik? Şimdi gidiyoruz. Gidelim.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we
Sawyer
going?
ev yangını yerine gideceğiz. Sawyer ev yangını saat 9:22.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld
Cehenneme hoş
of
geldin
Oz.
diyor. Kundakçılık zor diyor.
Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-heat model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters.
Aa,
and
ısıtıcılarda bir
one to go
sıkıntı
back.
var.
Take a look around the
Bu
yard.
ısıtıcılar
See what you can find.
kime ait acaba? Hangi firmaya ait? Sorunu çözmemiz lazım. Kökten çözmemiz lazım.
Mal. You gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it.
2 çocuk
I
gitmiş.
take carbon
Aile,
monoxide poisoning. The burns
koskoca
are
aile kül olmuş.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with the faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Ah be. Yazık.
How
Vallahi
about the
yazık.
insurance companies write these incidents out as acts of God?
Aynı kitaptan. Önceki yerde de aynı kitaptan vardı.
Probably not.
Yani saati yanmış. Bir ısıtıcıya bakalım. Şurada bir yerde ısıtıcı olmalı. Diğer tarafa da bakacağım. Aa, bir dakika.
Hey, Big!
Ayar vanası.
Is this significant?
Ayarlanmış.
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica
Gulliver,
Boulevard.
seyahat acentası.
Big help.
Phelps.
Oraya gideceğiz.
I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Aa, bir dakika. Joanna Alford. Gel buraya. Gizli gizli izliyordu bizi.
Stop! LAPD! Got an idea on the flying street, stop right there!
Gel buraya. Gel buraya. Gel buraya. Sen nereye kaçıyorsun ha? Şuna bak. Nasıl kaçıyor?
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you
Chapman?
like fires.
Niye kaçıyorsun?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio.
Kulağa hoş mu geldi?
Sounded sweet.
Deliye bak.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case.
O davayı çözeceğiz.
Knows in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Ya benimlesin ya da ayak bağı olma diyoruz. Herschel'a. Seyahat acentasına geldik. Saat 09:37. Ha, şunlara bak. Çok güzel yapmışlar maketleri.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Tanıdık bir şey var mı bakalım? John Cunningham. Stephens.
Here they are.
İşte burada.
Stephens.
İşte burada Stephens. Sonra Sawyer.
The Sawyer family.
Ailesi de
Rosewood
burada.
Avenue.
Banlıyor kalkındırma. John Cunningham.
Tell us about the Suburban
Soruşturma başlasın.
Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Doğrudur. Bu doğru.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Seyahat yarışması reklamı ile ilgili bakalım ne
I'm
diyecek.
told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Eğer şanslıysan şapkadan çıkar diyor. Şüpheli olabilir mi? Bir dakika. Şanslıysan şapkadan çıkar diyor. Dur bakalım. Sen dur. Çekiliş bileti diyor. Buna şüpheli yaklaşacağım. Ya da sezilerimi kullanacağım. Halka soralım. Şüpheli yaklaşmamı istedi halk. Şüpheli yaklaşacağız.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you...
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Şimdi itfaiye binasını inceleyeceğiz bakalım.
Who exactly is
Ne
this
olmuş?
guy Lynch?
İtfaiye binası No 32. 11:17. Saatimiz 11:17.
We came as soon as we could.
I swear, this town is going straight
Lynch. Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
Bakalım.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
Varley'in yaptığı...
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator
mekanizma.
valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out.
Tepkimeye sokarak patlayıcı elde edeceğiz. Şimdi nasıl yapabiliriz?
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Şimdi şunu bir koyalım. Şunu da alalım.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Hayır, o değil. Şunu al. Evet, bu. İşte böyle.
Okay, I'll light your pilot.
Gaz
Turn the
açacağız.
gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn up.
Gazı açacağız. Ve balon şişer. Bum.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a
Çatlak
fault
var.
with these valves.
Vanalarda çatlak var.
I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Ve fabrikaya geldik. Saat 2:35. Isıtıcı fabrikasına geldik.
Hey.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Ivan Resik. Onunla görüşeceğiz.
Galahad fight? Some mess that was. Anyhow, that's the
New
cop
and
who
improved
died.
model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Yeni geliştirilmiş bir ısıtıcı.
Poor guy must be going crazy.
I used to be indecisive.
Şimdi bir dakika. Şuraya gidelim.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
Buradan gitmeyeceğiz. Buradan gideceğiz.
I swear.
Evet.
Detective Phelps and
Geldik.
Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about
Ev
this?
yangınlarını soruşturmaya geldik.
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
Bununla oynanmış. Doğru.
You see
İlk
this
izlediğimiz
diaphragm?
videoda
It forms a
oynamışlardı
seal across the
ayarlarıyla.
saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow.
Oynanmış.
It's been reversed.
Ters
It's a
çevrilmiş.
subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Gaz akışını terse çevirmişler. Bu yüzden patlama yaşanmış. Model
So
70
you're
ile ilgili
telling
bir
me that
sorumuz
this
var.
is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Hiç doğru gibi değilsin ama şüphelisin.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look,
Isıtıcı
we've changed
sorun
the
var
design
yani.
since the Model 70.
These things are still being
Ray'in
installed?
yaptığı
It's the demand.
ısıtıcıda
None of
sorun
us could
var.
keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Güvenli olmayan ısıtıcıları onlara satıyorlar. İnsanlara satıyorlar.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Güvenilir mi? Yalana bak. Yalan. Kurcalandığını doğrulamış ama burada bir sıkıntı var. Bakımını Ray'in yaptığı ısıtıcı. Yani bununla ilgili yalan diyebiliriz. Yalan
I think
diyeceğiz.
you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Bu adamın hiçbir şeyden haberi yok. Yani çalıştığı elemanlar mı acaba buna ihanet etmiş?
What about Matthew Ryan?
Rain.
You know about Ryan, huh?
Ryan
All right.
buna
He's been in some trouble. I know that. He's done his time.
ihanet etmiş herhalde.
You in the habit of hiring
Bunun
criminals?
altında çalıştığı bir eleman.
I need guys, detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
You're a real
Gaz
asshole.
This is a long
tesisatçıların
shot. We are not going to rouse
listesi.
that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Gidelim. Telefon. Hepsinin isimlerinden
Message for KGPL.
geçmişini araştıracağız onların. Herhalde.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I used to be indecisive.
I need to know if any of the
Now I'm
following
not so
names
sure.
have a previous criminal
Evet.
history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner
Bütün liste
Robert, Limehouse Albert,
incelenecek
Manning
şimdi.
Franklin,
Hangisinin
Neves Raymond, O'Brien
sabıkasında
Thomas,
anormal
Ryan
şeyler
Matthews,
varsa
Spurgeon
onlar
William, Varley Reginald,
bizim hedefimizde
Zurich
olacak.
Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Oo, Walter Clemens.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police
Aa,
Department.
vallahi cinayetten
Thanks.
aranıyormuş zaten
You've
vallahi.
been a big help, young lady.
Oo, 3 tane suç kayıtlarımız
Our
var.
employment roster is
3
quite the
kişiyle
rogues
ilgili
gallery,
suç
Mr.
kayıtlarımız.
Racing. Desperate times indeed.
Şimdilik.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing
Bütün
development on
o
Normandy
suç
First
kayıtları ile
Street.
ilgili olan kişilerle
Beverly and
temaslı
Mariposa
olmamız
currently
gerekiyor.
working on a
Hepsinin
new
adresini
housing
alıyoruz şu
development.
an.
Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do. But my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Gidelim.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Racik.
Walter Clemens.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Tamam. Buna baktık, buna baktık. Buna baktık. Bir dakika, bir şey daha bakacağım. Bir şey daha bakacağım. Tamam, buna baktık. Başka bir şey yokmuş. Matev'e bakacağız. Ryan. Onun da kartına bakıyoruz.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Tamam. Şuna da bakalım. Aa, bir dakika.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Yo, bir şey yok. Bunu da kapat. Varley.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Barley has a problem with
Tütsü.
bugs.
Böceklerle ilgili tütsü.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
Tütsüyle ilgili bir
He
sıkıntı var.
probably lives near the canals in Venice.
Şimdi gidelim.
Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Sen işinin başına dön. Geri dön. Biz gidelim.
Three birds. Clemens.
Şimdi nereye gideceğiz? Bir bakalım. Nereye geldik? Bak biri daha. Bu kim acaba? O vanalardan mı? Evet, o vanalardan. O işi bu yapıyor herhalde. Kim bu? O kimdi acaba?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Clemens'in yanına
Where
gideceğiz
exactly
şimdi.
are we going?
İlk olarak Clemens'e gideceğiz.
KTI.
Clemens'in şantiyesi. Saat 6:30. Hey, Clemens.
Biggs, LAPD.
Sakin ol
We
bakalım.
want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Varley ile ilgili bilgiler hakkında
You know Reginald Barley?
No?
bakalım
Can't
ne
say I do.
söyleyecek. Şu hale bak. Şüphelisin oğlum, şüphelisin.
Detroit PD is
Hallere
after
bak,
Reginald
hareketlere
Barley
bak.
for murder. They want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work
Varley
first,
hakkında
spreads
bilgi
around
alıyoruz
if
şu
he
an.
can.
Ve ısıtıcı firması ile ilgili
You're
bakalım
licensed
neler
and work for
söyleyecek.
I contract for them. So what?
Anlaşmam var, evet. Ama senin tavırların hiç anlaşma var gibi durmuyor. Şüphelisin.
Instate hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Ryan ile ilgili bilgiler
Do you know Matthew
alacağız.
Ryan?
No.
Tanımıyor
Don't know the
musun?
name.
Ama broşüründeki yazılar hiç öyle söylemiyordu.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you
Sam
figure
ve
that,
Ryan.
wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Bu.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register.
Üyeler çünkü.
QAC might
Beraber.
want to interview you.
That shit was
İkisi
from Ryan.
üye.
He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Adamımız bu değil. Clemens işinin başına dönecek. Şimdi biz gidiyoruz. Nereye gidiyoruz?
You know the way. You can drive.
Varley'in şantiyesine gideceğiz. Varley'in şantiyesi. Saat 6:58.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Kaçma! Varley kaçma! Aynı zamanda aranıyor bu adam. Yapma be! Son anda kaçırdık. Dur yoksa ateş ederim. Varley, tutuklusun.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request.
Aynı zamanda cinayetten aranıyordu.
Until then.
İyi oldu.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
You drive.
Şimdi son olarak Ryan'ın şantiyesine gideceğiz. Ve Ryan'ın şantiyesine geldik.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
Kaçma. Hadi vur şunu. Herschel vur şunu. Tekerlek gitti. Hadi.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Get in close and steer him off the top.
Hadi artık dayanma. İn arabadan aşağı. İn arabadan.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
Herhalde aradığımız adam bu.
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Aradığımız adam bu olabilir. Tabii ki Varley'i de araştıracağız. Onu da sorguya çekmemiz lazım. Yani ikisini de artık polis merkezine götürdükten sonra biz de polis merkezine gideceğiz. Wilshire polis merkezine gidiyoruz. Artık son demlerimizi yaşayacağız. Artık sorgunun, davanın sonlarına geldiğimizi düşünüyorum. Ya Varley ya da Ryan bunu yapmış. Wilshire polis merkezi saat 7:30. Sorguya çekelim bakalım.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick and you'll get
I have
roasted.
two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's
İlk
waiting for you to
başta
interview one.
Varley'e
Varley's
gideceğiz.
in two.
İkinci odaya gidelim.
You practicing your asshole routine again?
Daha sonra Ryan'a gideriz. Çünkü Ryan'ın suçlu olduğunu düşünüyorum. Nerede şimdi bu oda? Bu ikinci oda nerede? Bir dakika şimdi.
Did you see his lovely wife and children in the
Yani
paper?
bu labirent gibi hepsi.
What a rat.
Bu birinci oda. İkinci odamız nerede? Şurada bir yerde olabilir mi? Evet, ikinci oda burası. Varley.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Sawyer evinde çalışma. Sawyer'ın evindeki çalışmayı sanırım bu yaptı.
Rosewood Avenue. Family by the name of Sawyer.
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Yalan. Sen yaptın onu. Isıtıcıyı sen tamir ettin. Sen servis ettin. Bunun sorumlusu sensin.
I can't remember if I was there or not. How can you prove that I was?
Yani bakımın Varley'in yaptığı. Evet bu.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Banlıyor kalkındırma.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some
Şirketi,
property
geliştiricisi.
developer.
Never. I got principles.
Ya bu adam hep mi yalan söyler? Ama Clemens öyle demiyordu. Varley.
How did Suburban put the squeeze
Banlıyor
on?
ile ilgili
Did
öyle
they find out
demiyordu
about your record?
Clemens.
There's no way you can look at
Clemens
Suburban.
buna ele
You're
verdi şu an.
wasting your time.
Evet, Walter Clemens'in ifadesinde Varley'in kendisine rüşvet teklif ettiği doğrulandı ve bunu da
Clemens
kanıt
says
olarak
you
kullanıyoruz.
offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money, but so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Model 70 ile ilgili yani bobinlerle ilgili ondan bilgi alacağız.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Instaheat Model 70 do?
Bunun
Yeah, I made that mistake before.
provasını yapmıştık. Bunun denemesini
bang,
yapmıştık.
you turn the
O
pilot back
bobinler nasıl
So you
çalıştığını
didn't deliberately
görmüştük.
sabotage
O
the water
bobinlerin nasıl
heater at the
çalıştığını
Sawyer
görmüştük.
house.
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Yalan.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban
Sana
wants
inanmıyorum,
homeowners who don't want to
Varley.
sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Kanıtım var tabi. Olmaz olur mu? Ayar vanası. Ayar vanası diyebiliriz. Tütsü değil. Ayar vanası aynen bu.
You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire? It's not true.
Aa yanlış. Bunu tutuklamayacağım. Sorgudan çıkacağım. Şimdilik
We're
kalsın.
done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Şimdi birinci odaya gidelim. Kesin ve net konuşmamak gerekiyor. Bu konuda
He ran the light on Olympic and we finally collared him on
birinci oda nerede? Ulan bu odalarda hepsi birbirine benziyor. Nereye gideceğim? Burada.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your
Ryan.
opening gambit, you better try again.
Anarşist literatörü. Bakalım.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Peki bir dakika şimdi. Ryan'ın suç kayıtları, Ryan'ın anarşist broşürleri. Evet bu. Buna yalan diyeceğiz.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets.
Ya böyle
The guy has
sökülürsün.
to do
Dökül
something.
bakalım. Böyle dökül bakalım.
Instaheat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Instaheat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
Model 70 ile ilgili sorumuzu soralım.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Ama hiç öyle değil. Ivan Reisik'in ifadesinde hiç öyle değil. Yani basınç azaltıcı düzeyinin kurcalandığı doğrulandı. Ve buna yalan diyeceğiz.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
Yalan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Buna şüpheli yaklaşabilirim. Ama yalan da diyebilirim. Buna sezgilerimi kullanacağım. Halka soracağım. Şüpheli. Direkt şüpheli diyoruz.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Cinayetle suçlama girişimi hakkında bilgi alacağız ve artık davayı sonlandıracağız. Hiç de öyle değil. Kusura bakma.
You're lying, Ryan.
Yalan.
And how
Yine yalansın.
exactly are you gonna prove that?
Nasıl mı kanıtlayacağım? Senin suç kayıtların var. Ryan. Saldırıdan mahkum edilmiş. Hakaretten.
You
Hadi
were
bakalım.
charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a
Cinayetten
court
yargılanıyor.
case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Hiç de kabarma yani. Hiç de kabarma.
Let's face those water
Sen
heater companies.
suçlusun Ryan. Tutukluyorum
Matthew
seni.
Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Hiçbir suçlu doğru söylemez.
Phelps,
Ben yapmadım diyor.
what
Der
you
tabii.
did to your
Ben
wife
yapmadım
and
diyecektim.
kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to
Bak
mine.
önceki bölümle ilgili bize takılıyor şu an.
What I was going to say before I was interrupted
Aldatma ile ilgili.
was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp by my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Ve davamızı noktalıyoruz. Ve burada bu bölüm bitmiş oldu. Bir tane fire verdik ama olsun. Matthew Ryan 4 öldürme suçuyla büyük jürinin önüne çıkmış. Ve burada davayı noktalıyoruz. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere, hoşça kalın.